This was WrestleMania weekend, and unfortunately, as with everything else, Donald Trump tried to ruin that too. You might not have seen this on Twitter, but Steven Cheung, his main spokesman, tweeted this: the tribal chief, the president, Donald Trump, being presented with the sacred Ula Fala, and he gave the finger up and the blood symbol. And we can actually zoom in and you'll see some individual, I'm not sure who it is, putting this sacred object for Samoan culture around Donald Trump's neck. And if you don't know wrestling, you may not know why this is very weird and very like cultural appropriation or pop cultural appropriation. But this is the thing that Roman Reigns wears in wrestling. You can see here when he was presented not too long ago, when he got it back from The Rock. They're both, some of the most famous Samoans in the world or whatever. And they take it very seriously, at least in the context of this storyline in wrestling about the bloodline. And that's what the finger is, that's what the blood is. So Steven Cheung and Donald Trump are trying to act as if Donald Trump is as cool and as awesome as is in charge as a Roman Reigns, which I find stupid and comical. It's Donald Trump. I mean, look at him, but also can we just have one thing that you don't have to sully with your disgusting presence? It's wrestling. It's just supposed to be fun. We already have to watch Logan Paul have matches every once in a while. And now Donald Trump, at least he didn't show up. I was waiting for it all WrestleMania weekend because you have Dana White and all that Trump trying to get into the combat sports stuff. And now they have to mess with this JR. I have another angle I want to take this in, but he didn't earn that. I don't know who that individual is. I'm assuming that person is Samoan. Maybe they represent some organization. I really looked all over the place. Steven Cheung and Donald Trump care so much about this that they tweet it. They just don't care enough about it to say who it is or why he's getting it. They just want the rub. They want to connect him to Roman Reigns in some way, who, by the way, did an interview recently and said some stuff supportive of Donald Trump, which has also angered a lot of wrestling fans. But what do you make of this, JR?
It was tough. I didn't even read the details of the Roman Reigns article because I didn't want to. Sometimes I just try and just hide from it. But no, I was wondering as you were talking about that who this guy was, because it should mean something, right? I mean, if nothing else, even if it's obviously for fun and fake promotion, which is all Donald Trump is, it's all he's ever been, is fake promotion of himself. At least wrap it up, at least finish that circle. Who is the guy? Who is he giving it to you? Why is he giving it to you? Because WrestleMania 41 is happening. Fine, go through a whole thing. But they can't even fully go through it because who is this guy? Maybe that'll be a detriment to what they're saying, or maybe someone who actually is connected to the culture won't like it very much. It's pretty obvious that this is what they've always been about. It's just promotion of Donald Trump. He's the guy that's gonna be the Roman Reigns of the White House. This is something else that's gonna keep folks from paying attention to their prices going up. I hate you guys have to keep hearing people say that. I know we're the squares that keep talking about it. These are the distractions to talk about the lack of negotiating this war down in Ukraine. The lack of your prices going up. Continue with these tariff wars, which by the way, they're calling that old news. Pete Hegseth continued to destroy the Department of Defense, and they're saying he has full confidence in him as the national security of the United States continues to be crumbling right underneath us. And as they're about to pass these tax cuts, cut Medicare and Medicaid. Yeah, I can go through this entire list, but the reason why you don't want to maybe hear that stuff is because, Donald Trump is getting the UFA, whatever the hell it's called. The Ula Fala. I never can say it right. I always try to when I'm watching wrestling too. So even as he's getting that, it's to distract you. Because even Pete Hegseth, going back to the whole thing with the Department of Defense, as he's defending himself and looking to the camera for some reason, as he's defending himself and doing that whole thing, what he called it was old news. He called the Signal scandal, the original one, old news. It was like a month ago. It's old news that I was exposing our military secrets and our operational activities before they are carried out. It's old news. It should be constant news every time because we see it continue to happen.
Yeah, I think, look, it's a big thing. They do the shots of celebrities at WrestleMania. That's what I was always worried Trump was going to be there. And for some reason, lots of them, and in particular, it seems like the rappers love to have the fake belts. I don't understand that. You didn't earn it. You're not the OTC. You didn't earn the belt. I don't get that. Why does Travis Scott have a hardcore belt? He's at least training to wrestle. That's something.
Is he?
I don't understand that. But here's the thing. I don't want to be too hard on Trump. He's really tough. He's alpha. He's a silverback gorilla. So get in the ring, Trump. Go up against CM Punk. He's really progressive politically. Or Sami Zayn. I'd like to see Trump against a Sami Zayn or a CM Punk. Or hell no, maybe that's too much. How about Rhea Ripley? Go up against a Rhea Ripley. I would love to see that. I mean, she's just a woman. Like, oh my God, a woman can never compete against a man. I would love to see. I would take a Becky Lynch against a Donald Trump. But this is not petty enough. I want to get slightly more petty. Because I was watching night 2 of WrestleMania, and they go to do the intro for the main event. Okay, and so Cena comes down, and then the champion Cody Rhodes comes down. He does his big intro, and there's pyrotechnics, and everybody's going crazy. And then they do the thing right before the match starts, where they're all in the ring, and the announcer's announcing them, their name, where they're from, and they do all that stuff. And it's a cinematic cam, nice shallow depth of field. And they go to Cody Rhodes. And so here's a shot of Cody Rhodes. Let's stick on this for a second. And so you can see Cody Rhodes, he's a champion, he's got the belt around his waist, and you see a little bit of the announcer right there. Do you know what this moment is? Do you know what the announcer's about to say right there? It's Cody Rhodes, okay? He's the champion, and he weighs in at 222 pounds. And maybe I'm the pettiest bee in the country, but I just couldn't help but think, oh, so Cody Rhodes got Trump beat by 2 pounds, does he? 2 pounds lighter, Cody Rhodes. 3 inches shorter, 2 pounds lighter. Because Trump weighs in at 224 pounds, I'm told by a doctor. And again, it doesn't matter what Trump weighs. It's the lying that matters. If they will lie to your face, spitting in your face with a lie about that, why would you trust them about a goddamn thing, okay? It doesn't matter what he weighs, it matters that he lies about it.
100%.
Anyway, and I will end by just saying Cody Rhodes deserved a lot better than that match.
That match wasn't that good. It just wasn't. Also, if Donald Trump admits that he weighs 310 pounds, it's okay. You're a dictator. Like, who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Right? It's like you're making America great again. You could be like, I'm such an emperor. I'm so godlike. I weigh 310 pounds, and I still can make America great again.
That's awesome. By the way, there's great wrestlers that are really heavy and can do amazing things. Ivar and Eric, they can do moonsaults. They're super heavy. And so we're gonna go into our comments. I'm also gonna mention, maybe I'm an idiot. How does Travis Scott get to drag the ref out of the ring and then the ref just gets up and goes back in? How is that not a disqualification? Literally nobody's talking about that. There was no like plausible deniability. John Cena's ally just pulled him out of the ring, knocked him out, and then he goes back in without calling. Why is that? I don't understand that at all.
If you enjoyed that, then make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming a member. So you're probably wondering, why would I do that? Well, when you do that, you get access to bonus content that I make every single week, and it's a lot of fun. You get custom emojis and more. If you join at tier 3, by the way, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself. And you'll get all that going forward, but you'll also unlock years of the back catalog that is literally 100 or more bonus clips and top 10 lists and debates and more. So what are you waiting for?